Hey guys, this is Cholera bringing you the third in my series of my games, I guess, and some other games actually I'm going to cast between different players I've played with. But this is a Zerg versus Zerg I play against the player Ito, a nice guy from sc2gg.com, and I am the purple Zerg here at the lower right on the map, Othello. He is the red Zerg here at the upper left. So this is a quite exciting game actually. I do like Zerg versus Zerg. I do have to admit I'm quite poor Zerg versus Zerg. Honestly, I think the best race combination I play in is probably Zerg versus Terran, and then followed by Zerg versus Protoss. I'm just quite miserable in Zerg versus Zerg, but we'll see how I do in this game. And I do believe that I had played with him one time before when he beat me, and I think he went for something like a 12 pool strategy with a quick expand and then mass Zerglings. So given that he went 12 pool, I decided I think to go for a 12 hatchery. Now that is rather risky strategy in Zerg versus Zerg, but I feel that if I can manage to get that hatchery down, I'm going to have a little bit of an economic lead against him. And on a 4-player map, if he's not lucky enough to scout me early, even if he goes for a 9 pool, I could be still okay. And critically, I don't think I decide to put my hatchery at the expansion as pro players would, of course. I play very conservatively, and I decide to just put it on my ramp, as you will see. So it looks like we both are going to be scouting in the wrong location, and he's actually built his Overlord too. So I actually think he's going to be going for a overpool here. I believe he built his pool right after his Overlord was morphing. So not exactly a 9 pool here, but a little bit slower, and we'll see if he decides to build a second hatchery soon or to go for Zerglings straight off the bat here. And meanwhile, I have gone for the 12 hatchery here, building the hatchery at my ramp, and my goal is to be able to put 1 or 2 sunken colonies here, and then go for a fast tech to lair, and hopefully pick up a bit of an economic advantage. Now, the problem with this build is that it doesn't get to either Zerglings or Mutalisks as fast as a 9 pool, or 12. It's about the same timing as a 12 pool, to be honest, in terms of getting tech up, but it's not as fast as a 9 pool. However, it will have a definite Zergling advantage towards the mid-game, over a 9 pool. And I am sending a drone out to scout, although at this point I wonder the utility of this drone. I guess it's just in case I'm still going towards the wrong spawning point here, and I really just want to know what he's doing, what he's up to, if he's expanded or anything like that. Of course, if there's a 9 pool, these Zerglings are going to intercept, and seems like he has actually built his Zerglings now. I'm going to put them on a ramp, I believe, and I'm building my spawning pool, getting my gas down also afterwards. So I'm going to be going for fast tech. I believe if I start off with this strategy, I'm going to be going for, since I am going to put down a sunken here, I'm going to be going for a lair with my first 100 gas rather than Zergling speed, and then while the lair's producing and while my spire's producing, I'm going to try to mass up more Zerglings than my opponent, who, you know, assumably has gone for something less econ intensive than a 12 hatchery, that being pretty much the most econ you can go for in Zerg versus Zerg. And I've mistakenly moved my drone in, seen it as Zerglings, and gotten it killed. So he's actually gone for, since he went for the overpool, he has gotten his lair faster than me. However, I believe his drone count is going to be a little bit less, 9 to 10 actually, so not less by much. And I have gone for lair though, and I believe I have put down a creep colony. That was the difference there. So I decided to put down a sunken colony in my front base so I can tech without any problems. Like I said, this is not pro playing by any means. I play this probably because I am not that confident in my Zergling micro. I'm a little surprised though he didn't move out with his Zerglings after going for that overpool. I think he could have gone for a successful harass against slower builds like mine if he had moved his Zerglings out. He's also building a second hatchery here now, and I'm going to be going for lair pretty much a little bit slower than him, but not enough so he can get Mutalisks over my base in time to do any damage. And he is going to spot that I have a sunken colony here, so he's not going to be able to get up with Zerglings for quite a while now. So he's going to be parking these Zerglings here. I'm not sure how many Zerglings I produce. Really what I should be doing at this point, theoretically, is getting a lot of Zerglings. And look at this. I'm slow on my Overlord here. That's pretty darn slow here. Finally getting my metabolic boost for my Zerglings. And he still needs to save up a couple more minerals, though, it seems, because I do believe he has a couple fewer drones than me. Yeah, he's at 10 drones versus 13 drones. So I am a bit ahead at this point, since really he's not that much ahead of me in tech. Actually, no, he did put it on Spire. I'm sorry about that. But really not much ahead of me. So we both have got Spires up. I've got 3 more drones, and I believe similar numbers of Zerglings for both of us. Yeah, 10 Zerglings for both of us. So I am ahead at this point. So we'll see how it goes from this point in the game. Really, what I should be doing is pumping more Zerglings in this interim period. Of course, I do have to save enough food and minerals and resources to get that get those 6 Mutalisks once they come out, but I should be going for an attack here, and it looks like I am going for the attack. Metabolic Boost has finished, so I assume I have more Zerglings than him. I actually don't have more Zerglings than him, because he has also produced a couple more Zerglings. He's behind me a little bit in resources, I think, because he will have less minerals than me. Not less gas, of course, but less minerals than me, while he has fewer drones. And looks like I'm going to be bunching up my Zerglings here and trying to go for some sort of attack. Now, what pros would do is actually, if they saw this many Zerglings, they probably wouldn't try to go in for an attack. Looks like I'm actually just trying to lure some of them down so I can kill off a number of them. But what they would do is actually put a sort of Zerglings in the U position down here and try to contain them that way. But for some reason, I don't remember to do that. So my spire is finished. I'm building, looks like 4 Mutalisks here from my eggs, and he's actually got locked a little bit in his food count, and he's building 2 Mutalisk and Scourge here. So slightly different combination here. Looks like I managed to get a couple of Zerglings down the ramp here, and I managed to kill off a couple of his Zerglings. So I think we're pretty much even now. Well, yeah, once again we're even. I think he built more Zerglings because he realized I was in front of his base. And my Mutalisks are out now. Let's see what I do with them. Looks like I'm going to try to fly him to his base and do some damage to his economy, but he's built so many Scourge here, and I have to say, I do not have great micro against Scourge, although, honestly, I don't think many can. This was played on Battle.net, so you know, the latency is really quite difficult to, I do try, I think, to kill off these Scourge, but it just does not work. So I lose 1 Mutalisk already, and he's cloning them, so I'm going to lose, I think, 2 more Mutalisks here. He's already got, wow, he's got Mutalisks out and picking at my Zergling, so this is really unfortunate for me. I only managed to get 1 Zergling into his base. I think he's ahead of me now in the Mutalisk count, although I do have more Mutalisks coming up in my base. I'm going to have to run this last surviving Mutalisk and my Zerglings back to my base, because he does have a superior air force. 3 Mutalisks to 2 Mutalisks right now, but I think I have a couple more